It's a strange place. It's my first time in this part of town.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, we have today we have like a
Documenting the
cruise, so people don't really come on time.
Εφημερίδα και οικονομικά νέα.
Whole world tree.
Νομίζω ένα πάρα πολλά ωραία αρχική νύχτα για το Poetry Slate Challenge. Black Star. Nice. Alright, lovely. Τρεις φορές που πήγα ήταν...
Και δεν ξέρω, απόψε
I saw me.
She changes the canvas we are painting. I'm tired of all the pain my mama gives me.
Στην απέναντι όχθη, μανάδες θρηνού, τα νεκρά τους παιδιά.
My grandmother sighs, 22, then back on the shelf.
I tried to write a poem about love, but it came out all wrong.
People made much today.
And how on earth did I believe that destruction could ever delete the memory?
The position where you see them lie to advance to the heights that others have to bite to.
Ladies and gentlemen, in betweeners and outsiders, certain and undivided, welcome to the first episode of the first season of the Poetry Slate. Please give it up for everybody. Now, before we begin, I feel obligated to make just to talk a little bit about the nature of this event. Because I've been discussing with people offline and online and in person and such, and there were a few questions about the nature of the event. Yesterday somebody asked me, so is it a competition? And I said, no, it's a challenge. But they said, but you award points and you have like this grading system or whatever it is, so it's a competition. And I said, no, it's a challenge. So they kind of insisted, and we had this back and forth for a little while. And in the end, I said, well, I can't really convince you about our intentions. So if you really think that it's a challenge, it's a competition, then for you it's a competition. But for us, this is a challenge. And what does this challenge mean? It means that each poet performer comes onto the stage, brings on one magnificent poem, and their goal, in a sense, is to enchant the audience with their presence and their performance. So where's the challenge? The challenge is to overcome each and every one of us as poets, performers ourselves, and return the next time with an even better poem, and so on and so on and so on. So basically, this is a personal quest. This is a struggle, if you might say, or a fun game for each and every one of us to hone and perfect their craft, to build as I said, magnificent spoken word pieces that can be transmitted to the audience and enjoy themselves in the process. So again, I'm welcoming you to the Poetry Slate Challenge, organized by KENO Publications. Today, I'm going to tell you the names of the challengers. And the challengers are going to perform according to the sequence I'm going to say now. Basically, the first one that will reply to the call is the first one that's going to come on stage, and so on and so forth. So we have 8 challengers today, an amazing number. So traditionally, before we go on to this, the way we have set up the challenge, we would prefer to have we would prefer to have 2 parts of balance. The parts of balance are the evaluators of the poems. So if you have, I would like to have 2 parts of balance for each performer. So technically we would need 16 parts of balance today because there's 8 of us performing, but I don't think that we have 16 people in the audience. Or do we have 16 people in the audience that they would like to be parts of balance? I know Agis is one. Sophia? You don't really need to do it. I mean, it all depends if you, yes, okay. Your names? Constantina and Maria. Maria. Okay. Sophia? Okay, so we have 4. Andreas? 5. But you're a performer. Well, it's advisable not. You have to be impartial, yes.
Oh, I will. Oh, okay.
So? No, yes?
No.
Okay. Achilles. Okay, so it's Marisa? Sure. Yeah. Done this a million times. Yeah. So, okay. Constantini is performing. You're performing. Okay. So you can be a part of challenge, a part of balance as well. Okay.
Is it for one poet or is it for all of them?
No, for all of them. For all of them. I was just saying that.
Yeah,
let's say
I want to be because I want to go out and smoke. But if we don't have enough, then I will.
Well, if you have to, I mean, you're going to sit through the whole performance. So, okay, you're going to be here. You're going to be here. Anybody else would like to? As we're sitting here talking, anybody else would like to? Oh, okay. So I'm going to read you the poets' performers. Hold on a second, I'm thinking of something, logistics. Okay. So again, the sequence is, our first performer for tonight is Aline Andreu. So we have a applause for Aline Andreu. Second performance for the night is Your Lunch. An applause for Your. The third performer is Pavlos Christou. Our fourth performer, straight from Greece, Dimitris Trimis, Our fifth performer is Ariadne Panagiotou Ioannou. We have some new faces coming in slowly in from the sidelines. Hello, welcome. Our sixth performer is Mary O. Surprise, surprise, I will be performing as well tonight. So I'm number 7. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we are 9, not 8. Because my mathematical skills are immaculate. Our 8th performer is Maria Kouvaros, who is outside right now having a cigarette. And our last performer for today, because he came in through outer space, is Constantine. Now for the parts of balance. Could I see your hands up, please? Parts of balance. 1, 2, Está 8. Okay, perfect. You would like to be able to back your name, please? Τι είναι βαθμολογία στους... Το όνομα σου? Δανάη, γεια σου Δανάη. So we have 9 parts of balance. Yeah, why not? Why not? We all have mobile phones. What I'm going to do is ask you to use your mobile phones because it's easier, it's more practical. And if you would like to jot down the names of the performers, so if you would like to just open a small list and jot down the names of the performers, this is a very communal experience. As you can see, everybody's chipping in and they're helping in the proceedings. So jot down the names if you will. First one, Aline Andreu. Second is your lunch. Should I spell it?
Yes.
What's the best way to spell it out?
J-O-E-R-N.
J-O-E-R-N. L-A-N-G-E.
Yes.
Our third performer is Pavlos Christou. Fourth performer, Dimitris Trimis, ή αλλιώς γραφικός. Dimitris Trimis. 2 μήνες. Σωστά. Γραφικός, όχι γραφικός η Ιαπωνία. Ο γραφικός. Μετά έχουμε την Αριάδνη. Μετά έχουμε την Mary O. Mary O. Μετά είμαι εγώ, μη αλφα έψιλο. Μετά έχουμε Μαρία Κούβαρος. And last but not least, Konstantin. Okay, the process is very simple. It goes out like this. Each poet comes to the stage. They will tell us their name if they will. They will say the title of their poem if they will, and they will start reciting their poem. Each poet performer has 3 minutes. So we're going to be timing it to perform their poem. We will grant, let's just say, a small overtime, a small extension time if needed. But generally, each performer has 3 minutes. The timer starts when the poet utters the first word. So if you go, we're going to consider this a first word and start counting. So be careful. And then the poet sits down, and then the bards of balance will note down the score for each poet. So the score should be a number between 0 and 10. So you put down your number, you don't call it out or anything, just put it down in your little notes, and afterwards we're going to tally them up and see what the results are. Everything is clear? Are we...
Just a quick question. What are the criteria when we put the marks?
Of course. So obviously, okay, maybe I'm going to read this from the email because I can't really remember how it was, but we mark the performance itself, so it's the words. The words itself, what the impact of the words they had on you while you were watching it. We are marking the stage presence. How did the poet did move or did not move, if there was any theatricity in it, you know, if the presence of the poet on the stage was engaging, and did it have upheld and uphold the poem itself. And we also vote on originality of the piece, but that of course is highly subjective because everybody has their own preferences. But let's just keep that in mind, keep these, let's just say, guidelines in mind. So it's the poem itself, the words, the presence of the poem, and the originality of the piece, if you would like. Any other questions while we're here? Yes?
So this margin is just for the bards or for everyone?
No, the bards. It's just the bards that give the marking. Okay? Good. So we can begin if there are no more questions. Okay, great. We're going to have on the stage today as a sacrificial poet, it's customary in this type of events and organizations. We bring in a poet on stage and then we sacrifice them. And Alexandros is going to be our sacrificial poet today.
The sacrifices are made for poetry. Sorry, I'm going to read it, but I didn't have time to prepare it, so it's the most slam poem I have.
Is it a slam or a slave poem?
It's a slam. Αν κόψω το κάπνισμα, αν κόψω το κάπνισμα όπως έκοψα εσένα ξανά, δεύτερη ή τρίτη φορά, χάνεις το μέτρημα μετά να το θυμάσαι. Αν κόψω τον εαυτό μου στα δύο και πετάξω τον μισό στα σκουπίδια του, πέρασε. Αν κόψω και αυτή τη γαμημένη γαμήλια τούρτα επιτέλους, αν την κόψω σαν κορδέλα στα εγγένεια ιδρύματος αιώνων, αν κόψω και την γλώσσα μου ΣΥΡΙΖΑ και βγάζω μόνο θόμπους πια και λέω όχ, και λέω όχ, και αχ, και φα, και ύστερα κόψω και τους θόμπους και μείνω μόνο να λέω καλημέρα, καλά εσύ, παρακαλώ, παρακαλώ. Αν το κόψω και αυτό στο οποίο αναφέρεστε όταν συνέχεια μου λέτε κόψε το, όλοι εσείς οι άγγλωσοι αντικαπνιστές με τη σιωπή σας, αν το κόψω και τούτο και εκείνο και το εντάφθα και το κατοικείς και το υποκείμενο και το αποκρουστικό και το υποκινούμενο και το τάδε και το ενθάδε και το χρόνια υπονοούμενο, αν τα κόψω όλα σε τόσο μικρά κομματάκια που τα κβαντικά σωματίδια θα μπορούν πλέον να τα σαπίσουν στο ξύλο. Αν κόψω και το μεταφορικό υπερβάλλοντα ζήλο, τότε τι θα μείνει ακέραιο.
Because we are very well prepared in all aspects and forms of our event, we've got these bright little stars that we would like to award. So who are we awarding them to? To everybody? To the bards? To the performers? To the performers, obviously. Not that everybody does not deserve a golden star, but the performers obviously are going to get the star that they deserve. So, are we ready to begin? We are ready. Does any of you want this nice stool here on the stage as a placeholder for anything, or should I remove it? Does it help in any way? Is it fine if it remains there? It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to place the stars here so they're visible. So without further ado, I would like to welcome on the stage our first performer for tonight and our current poetry slayer, Alina Andreu.
Old man waiting to cross the street. In your wave of flapping arms, in that honey wand of a smile you cast right through my windscreen, I saw me. Me crying out for helping hands to save my fingertips from this burning tray. Oven mitts as useless as Durexes gone wrong. They fail in the heat of the moment. I saw me laden with shopping bags too heavy for these arms not exercised, dragged and too ambitious, crying out for family's assistance. I saw me on a summer's walk in sweltering scorch, without a cent in sight, nor a card to swipe, praying for a good Samaritan sip. I saw me pleading for the traffic to part, to be spared humiliating fate, a passage like Moses' sea, to avoid the murmurs and the head shakes of those who stride in plenty time. So I paused, let you cross. And when you clasped your hands and rocked them in the air, when you placed your palm on your heart and bowed your head, then I knew that it is through mirrors that I see the truth.
Thank you very much, Aline. That was brilliant. Was the title to the poem?
Old man waiting to cross the street.
Old man waiting to cross the street. Okay. Have the bards of Balance given their scores? Everything okay? Good. Okay. It is time to move on to our second challenger for the night, Bjorn Lange.
It's my first time, so I am plenty nervous. Censored. You scream all the way through, Father. But this time at least, you do not attack me physically. Your words, mere howls, crash into my soul, cutting into me like blades. Your voice echoes in my skull, it echoes. I can't take it anymore. The blame is on me again. Always. I try to withdraw into myself, escape the scene, hide, deny my pain. His finger on my chest is like a soldering iron. It scorches my heart. There is soot on my heart. It sputters, it stumbles under the weight of the accusations. His chills creep up my spine. The bully gets me again. School is a harrowing place. It silences my inmost being. Academic lectures, that's what we're here for. That you climb all over me with your soothing balm in order to diminish me again. It is not your teaching that destroys me. It's your mocking mutter, your roaring pester that eats me inside. Where can I hide? Here she comes, censoring a conversation I engage in. Her judgment jumps down my throat. She changes the canvas we are painting into a carcass, sacrificed on the altar of her opinions. How wonderful that she's always right, suffocating stupid idiots not to perpetuate their futile absurdities. She leads our team into abolition. I stare my pain in the face. Let the shock of the marks and bruises rush past me. I fit in through between, thin like a bookmark. One by one, I unhide my pains. Release each assassin from my soul. Unstick the rot. Take form again. Stop fitting into the censored configuration of self. Yes, it hurts. But God help me walk through it. I start writing my story again. See the book emerge, not just the mark. Standing on the rubble of my past. Honing it into building blocks. Come, let's see who will emerge.
I'm very curious to see who will emerge. Brilliant, brilliant, very nice. Parts of balance, have you placed have you given your points? Everything is good, fine and clear? Good. It is time again to move on to our next performer, who is Pavlos Christou.
Hello. My poem is called Jealousy and Why I Can't Enjoy Lemonade. They say when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and I try, but even then I bite a bitter seed and I turn bitter. You see, it's not so much a choice, happiness that is. Some people have it, some people don't. Some people work on it for sure, but to you, it comes with ease, like the morning breeze, like a glass of homemade lemonade. Your grandma gifted you with this. It comes with ease, and that's the truth. It's in your genes. I see when you sit on your lemonade under the bright blue sky, and I try to join you, but the weather is changing faster than my mood when you don't shower me with affection. It's just a cloud, you say. It'll go away, but clouds turn into rain. I'm tired of all the pain my grandma gifted me. They say when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, and I try, but even then I choke on a neglected seed. Please, don't neglect me. And I wonder, is my purpose in life to break you? Is my purpose in life to learn to be like you? Anyway, you're still hanging around, so I can't be that crazy. Oh, the table is sticky. We should have used coasters and condoms.
Maybe like a plastic, like a tablecloth next time, just take this and throw it away. Okay, very well done, Pavlos. Brilliant. Again, it is time to welcome to the stage our next challenger, who is Rafigos.
Συναυλία γεμάτη οπαδούς και σκηνή δίχως καλλιτέχνες. Και εσύ στον εξώστη, να απολαμβάνεις ένα ζεστό ποτό. Λίγο πριν η μανία ξεκινήσει και κεφάλια ξεκινήσουν να ανοίγουν σαν τριαντάφυλλα που κατάπιαν τον ήλιο. Χορηγοί καταβάλουν τεράστια ποσά για να κρατηθούν οι πόρτες κλειστές, ενώ το προσωπικό είναι αναγκασμένο να σερβίρει μπύρες πικρές, δίχως σταματημό. Όργανα σιωπηλά περιμένουν ικανούς μουσικούς να τα σηκώσουν και οι διακόπτες στην άχρονη κονσόλα δεν λειτουργούν. Σκοπός τους είναι όμως να περάσουμε όλοι όσο πιο καλά μπορούμε. Το πιο μεγάλο γλέντι στην ψυχή των αστροναυτών ήταν όταν εκείνοι πάτησαν σε ένα χώμα δίχως βαρύτητα. Η τροχιά των πλανήτων πήρε την κατηφόρα, ενώ ανηφορική φάνηκε η διάθεσή μας για παραδοσιακούς χορούς στους ρυθμούς της δίσκο. Όλα αυτά σου φαίνονται παράξενα. Θέλεις να αλλάξεις παραστάσεις? Ανέβα στο λεωφορείο που δεν κάνει στάσεις και κατέβα στο τέρμα της γραμμής που από μικρή ονειρευόταν να δοθεί ένα τέλος. Καταζητούμενοι λυκάνθρωποι απέναντι στα σώματα ασφαλείας. Διεφθαρμένοι αθλητές και μάνατζερς της πλάκας. Φεστιβάλ γέλιου οι δρόμοι της πόλης μας, την ίδια στιγμή που στην απέναντι όχθη μανάδες τρινούν για τα νεκρά τους παιδιά. Και εγώμαστε από τον ήλιο, κάνοντας μεροκάματα της πλάκας και τις λίγες ώρες που περνάμε στο σπίτι μας, σκρολάρουμε στην οθόνη μας, γλύφοντας σοκολάτες Ντουμπάι και νάρκισσους influencers. Κατακρίνουμε την ευτυχία των άλλων, αλλά κατά βάθος ζηλεύουμε που δεν μπορούμε κι εμείς να βγάλουμε λεφτά, χορεύοντας σαν τους παλαβούς στο TikTok. Από μικρός ήθελα να γίνω εκδότης εφημερίδας. Να έχω το δικό μου κάτασπρο έντυπο, στο οποίο θα γράφω τα νέα της γειτονιάς. Το σκορ του ποδοσφαίρου που παίξαμε στην αυλή του σχολείου και στην τελευταία σελίδα ένα σταυρόλεξο για τον παππού μου. Να γυρίζω με το ποδήλατό μου στους δρόμους της πόλης και να μοιράζω τις φυλάδες, όχι για χρήματα, αλλά για παγωτό. Τώρα γυρνάω τις νύχτες, κρατώντας μαύρα βιβλία γεμάτα με άσπρες λέξεις και κάνοντας σκέψεις ηλίθιες για να κατευνάσω τις επικίνδυνες διαθέσεις μου. Λατρεύω τα όνειρα, μα λίγο παραπάνω τα παιδικά. Εκείνα που τρέχουν ξυπόλυτα στην αμμουδιά, σε παραλίες αναμνήσεων. Πίσω σε εκείνο το μοναχικό εξώστη, απολαμβάνεις το ποτό σου, αλλά αυτή τη φορά βάζεις πάγο μέσα. Κάνεις βουτιά στο μανιασμένο κοινό. Ένα κοινό το οποίο έκανε και όνειρα, σαν αυτά που έκανες και εσύ μικρός. Ποτέ όμως δεν περίμεναν να έρθουν σε μια συναυλία τόσο ήσυχη, ώστε να τα ξαναθυμηθούν.
Pastor Balance, have you given your scores? Everything is well? All is good? Good. Good. Ευχαριστούμε, κύριε Γραφειρέ, πολύ γνώμη σας. Τώρα ήρθε η ώρα να καλέσουμε στη σκηνή την Αριάδνη.
In letters torn, in words bereft, in messages written and left unsent, a lover, a chapter, a person tossed away, in the echoes of, I loved you once, but not enough to stay, in arms that held too tightly then surrendered too fast, in the eye rolls of those who apparently knew that young love doesn't last. Yet here I am, trying to repurpose memories. Here I am trying to replace a soul, because one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? And isn't that just the way things go? A relic, a trinket, a diamond discarded, the rarest form of a damsel, the broken-hearted. A collector's item, a true gem to find. They say nice guys finish last. But what if it's the good women that get left behind? It makes sense to no one, let alone myself. My grandmother's size, 22, and back on the shelf. So I practice the art of letting go and refrain from the witchcraft DIY. I sing along to Silver Springs and by some miracle I don't curl up to die, but that's admitting too much. I'll be the mystery, the dignified, the ex-girlfriend that kept her cool. It's a damn shame it's too late for that. Love already made me a fool. Because one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? As if that's supposed to give us hope. I don't dream about being a man's anything. So please, God, leave me out of this trope. No more, your soulmate would never do this. No more, your person wouldn't hurt you so. The truth? No one knows shit about heartbreak. It's all random, you know? There's no grand plan and no poetic justice. And the echoes of she was too much, he wasn't enough. The situation, it just is. So maybe I shouldn't be apologizing for the way he shattered my heart. Maybe I should simply realize that passion is not meant for boys, but for your art. Maybe I shouldn't be apologizing. Maybe it is the way it's meant to be. Because, you see, not once do they proclaim, one woman's trash is another woman's treasure. You see, cowardly lies, cowardly goodbyes, these things are a man's game. But I'll never write about the men who leave, those who discard, those who run of fright. I write for the women who don't sit around and wait for Mr. Right. I write for the women who live profusely and loud. I write for the women who don't wait to be picked to feel proud. I write for the women scorned, torn, worn, adorned with a smile so fucking bright that says, hey coward, I'm doing all right. 'Cause I'm no man's leftovers. Couldn't care less if I'm his muse. Leave me off the pedestal and let's call it a truce. From now on, I declare, one woman's trash is all women's trash. Now doesn't that seem fair? So I'll pick up my own pieces, the ones he caused, in a laundry basket of wishes, along with the image of the girl he lost. A boy who left, a narrative so repetitive, this much I know to be true. But I'm tired of cleaning up after men. Aren't you?
I was tired of cleaning up after men, after myself, obviously. Very well done, Ariadne. Brilliant. Okay, March of balance, everything's fine, everything has been recorded. Good. Immaculate team of professionals. Okay, our next poet performer on the stage is Mary O.
I tried to write a poem about love, but it came out all wrong. You see, sometimes I think of love as this beautiful cosmic duvet that holds all of humanity under the sky, united, all together. Yet, sometimes I have this little nagging voice in my head that's always going on and on and on and on about all of the ugliness of this world, about all of the war and the famine and the pain and the heartbreak. Well, the thing about that is that sometimes love is really fucked up, and it's at the same time a muscle that you have to keep exercising. You have to keep feeding, delusion feeds this muscle, and as it grows stronger, it becomes I try to remind myself that life is a muscle that you have to exercise, and delusions are its rep. You have to fake it until you make it. And eventually, the light inside of you will start feeling almost as real as you think it is. Sometimes I exercise it so much, it almost starts to feel real until I start to write poetry. The thing about poetry is that it is the flow of the soul, it's the translation of the unspeakable into beautiful images, it is the oral and the written manifestation of our innermost truth. So when I try to speak of it as my truth, my body refuses to do so when it is the reason that I feel so fucked up inside of me. The truth is that it's not always a beautiful walk in a forest of wonder or some magical lullaby singing in your head. Sometimes it's real and it's raw and it's really fucked up. And it is a reflection of all of the darkness that's inside of us and outside of the world. It is the yin to the yang. It is the sun to the night. It is the beauty to the ugly. It is this entity that seeks its codependent opposite that fits it. For heaven is a real bore, and hell, although kind of kinky, it's too cold. So if you're looking for me, you will find me in purgatory, figuring out the specifics of all of the questions that I have in my head, in the friction and the indecisiveness of this little, fucked up, beautiful, complex world that we're all forced to cohabit.
I would say that purgatory is the safest place to be. But then it's a preparatory stage. You can't be there forever. You have to choose where you're going to go next. But wherever you're going to go, you're going to have fun. That I know. Okay. Ooh, it seems that the next performer, lots of balance, have you placed your balance and everything? Okay, good, nice. So it seems here that the next performer on the stage is going to be me. Timekeeping cues. No, I didn't expect. This is called May Day. People may march today in the streets in demand, in support of workers, industrialized, allegedly unionized, apparently itemized. People may speak today of the past in remembrance, in acceptance of workers, generated, allegedly remunerated, apparently extorted. People may think today of the future in accord, in relation to workers enterprising, allegedly supervising, apparently supervening. 139 years ago today, Chicago, Illinois, workers may marching, demanding for conditions just and fair. 8 hours for the mind, 8 hours for the grind, 8 hours for the hind. Tension in the air. The unseen hand of a marketed god pitching a bomb into the black and blue cordon. The state responds with violent aplomb. Anarchists calling, no lords, no rulers, human beings in the now, let's share. Hand, drawn, and quartered. 139 years ago today, the Haymarket affair. People may march today in an attempt to beguile a corporate state that defiles past, present, and future. People still dismayed today, wage slaves, serfs, and hacks, bootlicking the almighty buck while begging, please sir, I want some more and more work, labor, and show. While good-willing teens sitting behind home screens urge for another revolution, our impartial observations scream, Mayday! Mayday! Evolution! Evolution of the mind. For you see, you already have got your opposable thumbs. It is nigh time to non-opposably pull them out of our collectively working bums. Thank you. Okay. Bands of balance have replaced your marks and remarks. All is good? Okay. Please welcome the next performer on the stage, who is the indomitable Maria Kouvaros.
Tell you about the art of building walls so tall that no one could climb to reach them. Walls so thick that no matter the force with which one hits, they won't come crumbling beneath you. Let me tell you about the day I ran away, the bricks I brought to build these walls, the calculations for the perfect shape and size, the sigh of relief after the rise, and how I sat in the shade. It was a Sunday, and I was safe. Welding novels, safe. Σκάλα χωρίς πατήματα μια αυτοσχέδια φυλακή, my mama said, and I knew she was right, but still I kissed her goodbye, rushing to look outside a world that mistakes love for war and both for games, a world where injustice reigns. And let me tell you how somehow it didn't have to take long within these walls and holding the shade for my queendom to start closing in. It's closing in on me, and the world did not keep outside. And so I, the lady of songs, choking on the melody stuck on my throat after having swallowed too much hate, I punch and I punch on my walls and I plead for escape. For how could I not? How could I not know that these walls could never conceal the discord and rhythms of war, the hiss of the descending bones and the cries of so many children born and unborn? How did I think that locked in I could regain the essence of empathy and affection? And how on earth did I believe that destruction could ever delete the memory of his indifferent eyes when the condoms in his travel bag revealed that to him, everyone but my heart needed protection? And so Bang, 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 I keep punching and punching my walls. The bruises on my fists grow like stains, taking the shape of the butterflies I lost after the last lie I ate pierced a hole in my guts. And God, I want them back. The flattering wings were the propellers that drove my dreams, and now the dreams that I dream are all fake. Dreams of escape, dreams of dismantling my walls, dreams for a world where all is fair in love and war is not the norm, where we agree that in war nothing's fair, and when fair is debated, then love's already gone. Dreams that are emptied of hope, dreams that are bastards of dreams. Σκάλα χωρίς πατήματα, τα μπασταρδεμένα όνειρα, my mama said. I know. But today I glanced upwards, you see, and in the patch of blue sky I caught a glimpse of a passerine. And for the first time in a long while, I felt the need to sing.
Didn't just the temperature in the room just went way up. Okay, that's a balance. Have you logged your votes in or whatever you call it, your points, everything? Everything is good? Great. It appears that we have almost reached the end of our show, the first part at least. We have our last performer for tonight. I would like you to please give it in for Konstantin.
Hear me? Okay, this is called frustration. Steel cage unyielding, passion in peace like tempest pouring in, frustration feels like. And you can feel it in your bones like an itch, and you can't really achieve dreams just beyond reach. Not really useful, but it would make you envious. Wanna show them who's who? Chew your arms so it's pitiful. My hateful passion burns through. Unchecked ambition, let the poison burn true. What's become to a famous but a drunk fool, a cranky and spiteful, wishing for the other person be in the position where you see them lie to. Advance to the heights that other have to bite to. But you'd be right, fool, and a prideful fool with a mind too. Burn everybody to the ground, then get out too. Piss on the ashes because you have a right to. It's like an urge that you cursed with, forthwith pulls you towards with the force, with ghost, with jewel thieves drool, with truthfully course, with boast, with low-tier, mediocre choices. They irritate like flies on the sieve, they deceive, they believe their actions to be. A faster, they're merely a pester. I eat these pests like Hannibal Lecter. They infest my intestines, the rats. Not even rats, they are less than parasites, cleanse them, ruin my tempo. They leptons, I burn them like petrol, made the car work like a rental. I'm a leader, they sheep gotta uphold, cause sleepiness moving like slugs slow. Don't work out, no cause to cry for, gotta find something to fight for. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in betweeners and outsiders, we have done it. A warm round of applause for everybody who performed tonight. A warm round of applause. So this has been a very good show so far. I hope you have enjoyed it. I don't hope, I know you enjoyed it. Now, before we proceed to the second part of the show, I would like our lovely bards of balance to somehow coagulate into one lump, or a mass, or group, and tally up the scores for each poet performer. And I would like one of you guys, should I assign them? Could somebody should be responsible to round them up and make sure that everything is correct. So if you would like to the parts of balance, would you like to move towards this side and then share and tally up the scores? Please make sure that everything is correct. Please make sure that everything is as mathematically as accurate as possible. Okay, we can take a 5-minute break for a cigarette. Anybody who wants a 5-minute break for a cigarette, and then we can return. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the poetry. Ήθελε παραπάνω ψυχή το slay σου. Okay, I think we're back. Where are we? Is everybody here? Okay, we lost a few good people along the way, but that's how it happens. On these occasions.
You slayed them?
We slayed them, yes, they were slain and now they removed themselves. Okay, how did we find the overall experience? You can shout, you can... So, I think I'm going to call people on the stage. Okay, Agis is going to come here with me, and I'm going to call people on the stage according to the time it took them to tell us their poem. And then, the time they used on the stage. Okay. So I'm going to start with the mostly used time, which was Ariadne. Give a big applause for Ariadne. Everybody here? Who's everybody here? Reality, you took 3 minutes and 51. That is a lot. Yes. No, it's not.
We could take more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We could say more. So what's the, I just give us the score for Ariadne, please.
So, the score for Ariadne was 8.44.
Bravo!
No, it's actually, it's important.
It's important.
It's important, yeah.
Okay. The parts know, because the parts of balance always know. Okay? It is important. We take it. No, please remain on the stage.
Oh, you're shining.
The next person, by matter of time, was Jorn. 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
So for Jörn, he scored, according to the bar, 6.95.
And a star for Jorn. So what was the score for Jorn?
6.95.
So Jorn is after Ariana. Okay, the next person, according to the time it took them to complete their poem, would be Aline Arreo. 31 seconds, Aline. Please give us the score for Aline.
So Aline scored a perfect 8.
Aline, you have some magnificent stuff. Okay, the next person, according to time used on stage, is Grafikos. 3.14 seconds.
The score for Grafikos was 8.17.
So according to, as we are at now, is the lineup correct? So according to points?
No, Ariadne should be here. Because again, the journey.
Ooh, the lineup is forming up. Okay. The next person, according to the time, is Mary O.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 10 seconds.
According to the bards, once again, Mario scored 6.77.
Well, it's part of the experience. It's like a lineup in the police station. That's how you put it.
Aren't we anti-hierarchical here?
We are, but just for the, let's just say the photo. Okay, we're just gonna stand up like that. The next person, according to time, is Maria Kouvaros. 2 minutes and 58 seconds.
And the score for Maria Kouvaros was 8.83.
Okay, the next person, according to time taken, was me, 2.55 seconds. 2 minutes, 55 seconds.
Well done. The score for Michelangelo was 8.94.
My time is here, you can see. And the last person for our lineup is Konstantin with 1 minute and 30 seconds. I was blindingly fast.
Don't neglect me.
So fast.
Last but not least, Konstantin scored 6.94.
I forgot, yes. Pablo, sorry, Pablo, you were the penultimate on the list because you took 1 point and 55 seconds. 1 minute and 55 seconds for Pablo.
And Pablo's score tonight was 7.05.
One second. Let's take the photo first. Theodoros, photo
Next up in 8th place was Konstantin with 6.94. Place goes to Pavlos Christou with 7.05. Up next in the 5th place is Alina Andreu with 8. 4th place goes to Grafikos with 8.17. 3rd place goes to Ariadne with 8.44. 2nd place to Maria Kouvaros with 8.83. And tonight's 1st place goes to Michelangelo with 8.94.
Okay. Since though I am the organizer and I take the right to withdraw, because it's only fair, I'm taking myself out of the equation, so the current poetry slam...
No, then I should take myself out as well.
No, you don't. I only have the right to...
You only have the right.
I only have the right to... So the current poetry slam for the men is Maria Kouvaros. Seriously, I'm the organizer, so it's, I'm here for the calibration and everything. Okay, Ariadne, have you had enough for the lineup?
Have I had enough?
Of the lineup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feeling uneasy.
Uneasy. Okay, we've done it. Thank you very much, everybody. Hopefully, see you back on the 4th of June for the 2nd episode in the series. Now, if you choose to return, which I think you should, your points accumulated in this session, in this episode, are going to be tallied up with the points accumulated in the 2nd episode, and so on and so on and so on and so on, until we reach the end of the line, which is going to be in December. And then we will know for sure who is this year's Poetry Slayer.
Who is this year's?
Who is this year's Poetry Slayer? Then we're going to know for sure who is this year's